Okay, all right. So we are going to see about OSPF area types in this session. Okay, so basically there are three types of areas: normal area, stub, and not so stub. Normal areas are the areas where we configure general things as that's the general configuration for OSPF, both the area and to be the same, and nothing more, anything special, nothing special is there. It's just a normal configuration of OSPF. It's said to be as a normal areas. Next is about a stub area. Stub, which is also has other classification called as a totally stub, and not so stub, which is also has other thing called as a totally not so stub area. Okay, so stub and totally stub. This is what we are going to focus in this session all about. Okay. So before going into stub and totally stub, we need to have a glance about LSA types. So based on the LSA types only, we can able to speak about stub and not so stub and its behaviors. Okay, so let's have a general introduction about LSA types. So LSAs are link state advertisements which are shared between the OSPF routers in order to form a link state database. A link state database are the ones which is being maintained in the OSPF routers, which will be same for all the routers within the same area. So that's what we call this to be as a database. Okay, so this database is mainly formed with the help of advertisement link state LSAs. Okay, now we are going to see about the types and its basic hints. Okay, this is what type 1 LSA is about. So type 1 LSA, what is type 1 LSA means? Which is lies within the itself. That is, if a router is having certain set of informations, example as router ID, his prefixes, what are the interfaces that has been configured. This information will be stored within this router. This is what is about type 1 LSA, which is normally referred to as a router LSA. Next is about type 2 LSA. Type 2 LSA will also lies within the same area. The type 2 LSA plays a role where there is a DR and BDR election takes place. In simple words, we can say it as type 2 LSA will be generated where the Ether network is available. Where the Ether network connectivity is there, in that place the type 2 LSA will be there. Next is about type 3 LSA. The type 3 LSAs, which is different as compared to the refer type 1 and type 2. Type 3 LSAs are present in case of different area communication, that is ABR routers. For example, we can consider this scenario. Here, this area is said to be as a stub area, area 1. Let's consider this to be as a area 1 and this is area 0. Okay, so this is area 1 and this is area 0. In this case, the router R2 is said to be as ABR. Why it's said to be as a ABR means the router that is been connecting this interface and this interface, both the interfaces are being connected to different areas. So this router will have the information about two areas, more than one area. This router will have information, so which indicates this router will become the border for two areas. That's why we call this router to be as an area border router. So this type of LSAs, ABRs related LSAs or different area related LSAs are being generated in type 3 LSAs. This type of information will be generated in type 3 LSAs. Okay, so next is about type 4 and type 5 LSA. First we see about type 5 and then we move on to type 4. Okay, type 5 LSA, which means if one information is being generated by one routing protocol, let's consider RIP or AGRP. One particular information is being generated by RIP. Let's consider it to be as a RIP. A prefix of 1.1.1.1 is being generated by the RIP routing protocol, and it is being redistributed and is being given to other router. So the redistributed information from one routing protocol to OSPF. If it is learned from a different routing protocol, that type of information will be given as type 5 LSA, the redistributed information. Okay, this is what a type 5 is about. Next is type 4. What does type 4 means? If you want to reach that redistributed information, you need to move out from the OSPF entry in order to reach that. So you should know about one exit point of OSPF. So that exit point will be given by type 4 LSA. How to reach a redistributed network, or how to reach the information that is apart from OSPF. If it is apart from OSPF, you should know how to go out from OSPF, how to exit from OSPF. That exit point will be given by type 4 LSA. The exit point will be given by the type 4 LSA in order to reach the outside of OSPF entries. So this is what is about type 4 and type 5 LSA. Okay. So next is about type 7 LSA. This is what we are going to speak about here. So up to this LSAs, type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4 and type 5. These LSAs which we have already spoken, or which we have already seen in the previous session also. So this session we are going to concentrate on type 7, and the type 7 LSAs are mainly used in NSSA areas. So that's what here is NSSA. Okay, let's move on to the main topic here. So OSPF area types. Okay. OSPF area types. First we focus on stub area. What does a stub means? One second. Let me clear this off. Okay, what is a stub area? Stub means which is something, as the name indicates, it's something as that of blocking. The similar way, it will block type 4 and type 5 LSA. As the name indicates stub, it is some sort of blocking. So this blocking is being given to the two types of LSAs in OSPF. So the two LSAs are type 4 and type 5 LSA will be blocked in stub area. Let's consider here, if area 1 here is considered to be as a stub area, area 1 here is considered to be as a stub area, which means within this area, type 5 LSA, then type 4 LSA will be blocked, which means redistribution. Since the type 5 is being blocked, redistribution is not allowed. Redistribution is not allowed. So since type 5 is not there, automatically there is no exit point in order to reach that. So type 4 is also being blocked. So this is what is about stub area. Stub, which helps you to avoid, which blocks type 5 and type 4 LSA. So this is what stub is about. Next is about totally stub. Let's move on to totally stub part. Okay, so here is a totally stub. Let's consider area 2 is considered to be as a totally stub, which means the stub, what does the stub do? Stub will do, it blocks type 5, type 4, and then redistribution and ASBR has been blocked in stub area. Okay, so total stub, what does total stub do means? Additional to type 5 and type 4 LSA, it blocks type 3 LSA also. Something is missing. Okay. Okay, all right. So additional to type 5 and type 4 LSA, it even blocks type 3. So additional to type 5 and type 4, it blocks type 3. The total stub which blocks type 3 LSA also. So the ABR is also being blocked here. Since the type 3 is blocked, the ABR information is also blocked in total stub. So overall we can say it will be as type 3, type 4 and type 5 LSAs are blocked in totally stub area. Alright, so this is what about stub and total stub. Next is about NSSA, not so stub area. So what does not so stub area do? What does not so stub area do means, similar to stub area, it blocks type 5 and type 4 LSA. Not so stub area will block type 5 LSA, then type 4 LSA, both will be blocked, but it will allow ASBR. ASBR is allowed in type 5, sorry, in NSSA. How ASBR is allowed? Since the type 5 is been blocked, automatically ASBR is also been blocked, right? It is also been blocked, but it has some special characters, or it is been creating a special type of area. This is a place where NSSA plays a role. So it will create a special area called as a type 7 LSA, which is nothing but a not so stub area LSA. With the help of this LSA, it helps you to do a redistribution. With this, ASBR is being allowed. Only type 5 is been blocked. Since it's allowed a NSSA area, which helps you to form a redistribution, ASBR is being allowed here. So this is what is about NSSA. NSSA blocks type 5 and type 4, and at the same time, since it creates a special area called as a type 7 LSA, which helps you to form a redistribution, which helps you to do redistribution. With the help of that, the ASBR is being allowed. Okay. Next is about totally NSSA, totally not so stub area, which is similar to not so stub. Type 5 is being blocked, type 4 is being blocked, and at the same time type 3 is also being blocked, which helps to block a type 3 LSA. But here also the NSSA redistribution is being allowed with the help of which helps you to form a ASBR. So the redistribution is being allowed in NSSA, which helps you to form a type 7 LSA. Okay. So overall, this is about OSPF area types. To make it a simple, stub which helps, which blocks about type 5 and type 4 LSA. Every area, stub, totally stub, not so stub, totally not so stub, everything blocks type 4 and type 5 LSAs. Alright, but the total indicates, the name of total indicates which blocks type 3 also. So type 3 is also being blocked. But that not so stub area, since it, as the name indicates, it's not totally as that of stub. Not so stub. As the name indicates, it's not so stub. As the name indicates, it will helps you to create an additional area which helps you to avoid a stubbing process. So that's why the ASBR is being allowed with the help of a type 7 LSA. So this is what stub and not so stub, totally stub and totally not so stub areas. I hope you can get about these points. And NSSA will be indicated by the code of ON2, which means a OSPF, NSSA and a type 2. Okay, so that's it about OSPF area types. We can see about how to configure and what are the things, how does it act while configuring. All the things we will see it about in later upcoming sessions. That's it about OSPF area types. If you have any queries or questions or doubts regarding this, just give a comment. That's it. Thanks for watching. Until next time.